Hey everybody, it's Lisa Birmingham and I'm so glad that you're here with me. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a breakfast tray or a laptop tray. It was an easy project and very affordable. In a few simple steps you'll be making your own breakfast tray so you can enjoy a leisurely morning having breakfast in bed. There are such a large variety of ways to use a breakfast tray. Whether you're dining in bed or using your laptop, a tray like this is a perfect portable piece. If you like all things home and style and haven't yet subscribed, I would love to have you join me. I post weekly videos on DIYs, on home decor, on party ideas, and on holiday entertaining. I have a lot of fun projects coming up, so subscribe so you won't miss any of it. I used a few power tools to create my tray because girls can use power tools. This project is in collaboration with Natalie Callahan from Design29s and her co-host Heidi Sonboul. I'll leave a link to both of their channels in the description box below, as well as a link to the playlist so you can see the projects that the other participants came up with using power tools. After a long week, all you want to do on the weekends is sleep in. I totally get it. And what better way to spend a leisurely Saturday morning than by having a decadent breakfast in bed? This tray is perfect for that, but you can also use it in a variety of different ways. You can use it as a laptop tray. Have you ever been sitting on the couch and all of a sudden your legs are on fire because the laptop is so hot? Or you try and balance it on a pillow but it's still really uncomfortable to use? Well, this tray is perfect for that as well. I found some wooden shadow boxes at Michael's a few months back for $2.99 and they were on clearance. So I scooped them up knowing that I would use them for some upcoming project, and they were perfect for this breakfast tray. The items I used to make this tray topper are 6 machine screws, 6 nuts, liquid nails, a drill, and 3 wooden shadow boxes. When you select the size of your tray, make sure that it's large enough that you can set a plate on it with some other things and not worry about it toppling over. Also, you want to make sure that if you want to use it for a laptop tray, that it's large enough to fit the size of your laptop so it will sit comfortably on it. To connect my boxes together, I carefully measured 1-inch marks on the inside of each corner so I had a guide for my drill. I used my power drill to drill holes through the shadow boxes so I could easily thread through my machine screws. I drilled holes with a 1/4-inch drill bit, which was the same size as my machine screws. After the holes were drilled, I placed the boxes side by side and matched up the holes. After I knew the holes were aligned, I added liquid nails to the sides of the boxes that were going to be screwed together. The glue will add added strength and stability to my tray. Next, with my screwdriver, I screwed the screws through the holes to securely connect my boxes together. And finally, I threaded on the nuts to my screws and twisted them on until they were tightly against the frame of my box. These shadow boxes had rounded edges, and it's perfect for when you're eating in bed or using your laptop because you can rest your arms on it and it will be a lot more comfortable than a square, sharp edge. Now the top of my tray is complete. Combining these 3 shadow boxes made for the perfect size and shape for my breakfast tray. I found a variety of different sized and shaped legs at Lowe's. However, the price range was between $6 and $10. One of the reasons why I do DIYs is to cut costs, so that would defeat the purpose. So I wandered around the store for a little bit and I came across these wooden spindles. They were only $1.99 a piece and they fit into my design perfectly and they kept my design within budget. I used my jigsaw to cut off the top 12 inches of my stair rail so I could create my legs. I carefully lined up my jigsaw blade inside the groove where I wanted to cut my rail into a 12-inch piece. After cutting off my piece, I sanded down the cut edge so it would be smooth and even. Next, I added liquid nails to the top of my leg and set it inside the corner of my box and let it dry for several hours until it was firm and sturdy. I also used my power drill to drill holes through the shadow box into the wooden leg so I could easily drill in my screw. By pre-drilling a hole through the leg and into the wooden box, it made it much easier to screw in the screw. Even though it was already glued together, adding the screw was an extra measure I wanted to take to ensure that the legs were attached to the top securely. I repeated this process of drilling and adding screws to all 4 sides of my tray. Since my stair rails were already primed white, I went in that direction. I decided to use a cream paint that I already had, so it didn't cost me any money. After I painted it, I let it set overnight and dry. I painted on a thick coat of cream paint to the top, along the edges, and on all 4 sides of the legs. Then I let it dry for several hours. If a wood stain fits in with your decor better than paint, then that's a great option as well. I wanted to add a unique design to the top of my tray, so I decided on a geometric stripe. Now there was no rhyme or reason to the way that I did it. All I did was I grabbed some painter's tape and I just put some tape down in stripes in alternating directions. And then I used this gold craft paint and I painted 2 coats in the exposed area and I let it dry for several hours before removing the paint. I carefully removed the painter's tape to reveal sharp, crisp lines. I was thrilled with the way the stripe pattern came out, and I love the gold color and the glossy sheen it adds to the top of my tray. There is such a variety of ways to decorate your trays. I'm enjoying all of the modern stripe patterns that I've been seeing lately, but a floral or swirl pattern would be beautiful too. Another great way to customize your tray is by adding handles. You can add short ones or long ones. You can add some metallic ones which bring in a little bit of sparkle, or some colored ones. It's a very affordable way to customize your tray and make it one of a kind. There are so many options, from a long metal handle to a rustic handle made out of leather, or even a piece of nautical rope looped at the ends. I made a riser similar to this breakfast tray to display my home decor. The legs are a lot shorter and they're a little more decorative, and instead of using the 3 shadow boxes like I did for this breakfast tray, I used 1 solid piece of wood. You can get creative with the size and shape of your tray legs. Tray toppers can be made from metal, wood, or even an old cabinet door. You can also use this tray to add interest to a table for a food buffet. You can also add candles to it or other decor. This breakfast tray was such an easy and affordable project to do, and it's a versatile piece that I will be able to use in a variety of different ways throughout my home. I hope you enjoyed this breakfast tray tutorial. Now I have a great excuse to sit in bed and eat a decadent breakfast, or lounge on my couch comfortably with my laptop and scroll through YouTube. This tray is the perfect solution for sitting comfortably on the couch with your laptop. And of course, few things sound more relaxing and decadent than staying in your cozy bed and enjoying a delicious breakfast. If you're looking for other DIYs or ways to beautify your home, then I've got some ideas for you. And as always, thank you so much for watching.